Well, hello there, my beautiful souls. Welcome on in. We're going to jump into some Dragon Oracle and see what is in store for you. I'm getting the word luck. I'm getting the word spicy, and I'm getting the word grounded. Okay. I feel like those three energies coming into play for you throughout this day and surrounding it will work to your advantage quite nicely. You're going to sense that Spirit saying, ooh, I just saw a 4-leaf clover flash. You're going to see Spirit saying you're on the up and up, right? It's not just you, it's what you've been committed to. It's what matters to you most at the end of the day. It's on the up and up, all right? You're going to feel this and see evidence of it, regardless of what the recent past has provided you or what it hasn't, or what has actually taken place. We're beginning with celebration. I feel some spirits are saying, feel the energy that you're in, right? Maybe for a hot second, compare it to the energy you once were in, maybe even last week. Could be, that recent for some. Let's celebrate it, right? That energy feels easier. It feels lighter. It feels happier. It's like it's easier to get things done. And now, as long as you trust, yourself and the energy at hand, but it just feels like everything's going to shift for you in the next few weeks. And we need you to be in the energy that you're in now, where I even feel like kind of 3 of Cups energy coming through is giving you reasons to celebrate in regards to life in general. Because it feels like, when you think about what you've been through again recently, the energy hasn't been, ideal. Things have been, maybe a bit of a struggle. You haven't been finding a ton of reasons to celebrate. Now is the time where Spirit's saying, step into your 3 of Cups kind of energy. It's your time to win. Let's pull a couple more. There's something adorable about you. I feel, regardless of your age, regardless of how you feel about your appearance, or yourself in general, you're coming across, look at this imagery here, look at the eye, excuse me. You're going to feel that people are viewing you in that adorable, not innocent, but just adorable kind of light. I feel you lost your innocence a while ago, sorry to say. One moment. Alrighty, I keep getting distractions, but let's jump into the tarot portion of the reading and see where we go from here. What else do we have for this daily reading for this beautiful collective? It's also about honoring yourself in the midst of trying to, get things to where you want them to be. But it's also this reminder, my beautiful soul, that you don't need to force it at any point, in any regard with your life at this point. And in this case, they're saying that what you're wanting to really go far. And I want to remind you that if you're here listening to this message in regards to it, it's going to go the distance. It'll help you do so as well. It's a big part of it. But it's about saying that you don't need to force it in regards to it because it's destined, right? It has its own timing wrapped up into it. And so there's an ease, there's a flow that we're needing you to re-implement, create, if you will, for a sense of the right energy being put forth into whatever it ends up being. Well put. What else do we have? It may feel like you're somebody put a spell on you. I don't know why I'm getting that. Nobody actually did. It's kind of this feeling that's coming about from a spirit or two, whether it feels positive or not. Anyways, but I want to as well remind you that you don't need to do everything in one day. It's going to feel like that kind of at the beginning, or maybe at a certain point, it's like a rush comes over you in regards to what you still have to complete, attend to or tend to. I don't know why I always get those two mixed up, but we also need to put more fuel to your fire. It's not to say that that gives you any anger or frustration, but you've been feeling a lack there of that oomph, that fire, that spitfire energy, within. And so now it feels like you kind of come back to life a bit. And it might have been feeling kind of gradual over the recent few days or week or so, but now is a time for you to feel more with it, more about it, and more special, more so special. But where you see stars, it may be multiple stars, but I see a lot of you being shown individual stars at random points throughout the day and surrounding it. It's Spirit saying, if it's multiple, the stars are aligning for you. And there's significance to the nighttime, but the individual stars, if that pops up along your path, that's Spirit saying you are the star that we all need. You are a star in the making. And some of you need to recognize that you're always going to be that star in the making, because you will continuously grow. You'll continuously learn and improve. And so you're always in the making, my friend. And that's so beautiful when it comes to you realizing that your potential is always going to be increasing as we move on forward. The Justice card coming out because I feel like this collective deserves justice for the wrongdoings. And I'm not saying we even need to begin to think about where things have went wrong or who has worked against you. And for some of you, I feel like you want justice in regards to spiritual BS. I can relate, but they're saying it doesn't all come in overnight. And remember, the justice that comes in for you that you are meant to receive doesn't always come in a similar or even exact form, or the exact or even similar form. So just remembering that justice is yours for the taking, and I feel you gaining some of which throughout this day, but it's not going to be all of it. I also want to say that you are being loved on. It's like compliments. This may be online, it may be in person, both. I even feel that you're sensing certain people, even random folks around, are thinking positively about you. It's like when you least expect it, people will say something nice to you, or smile at you, or give you a kind gesture otherwise. It's like it's time for this beautiful collective to feel loved, to feel important, to feel special once again. And so when you feel like the stars are aligning for you, you feel like Spirit's on your side more than ever, and you feel like your choices are now starting to more positively add up while people are loving on you more. And again, there's a sense of luck being on your side. You're going to feel like things are heading in the right direction. This is so important for you, because I feel time and time again, you just feel like things go in the right direction and then they rewind, or they fall apart in some way, shape, or form, or it just doesn't end up being what you expected or what you were promised. That's being put to rest, okay, or already was, as my voice struggles. And now it's a time for us to each feel like we're on the right track. Things are heading in the right direction. There's no need to worry. There's no need to worry. But then you may find yourself quite often thinking about a sense of where you don't fit in, where you don't want to fit in, what feels to be maybe often energy for you where it maybe wasn't fully previously. But then there's financial lack for some of you. There's maybe an opportunity that you want that you don't have just yet. And they're saying, well, you need to celebrate now to get ready for what's about to come in, okay? Or maybe a little bit further away, what you're meant to leap into, if that's the case. Now, where you feel like things are stagnant to an extent, it's like a loosening up of that, okay? It's like whoosh, the waves are now flowing, things are now moving and grooving for you, including you. I also feel like Spirit wants to remind you that the silence shouldn't feel uncomfortable. And so if it feels at all eerie or off in any way, shape, or form, it's either one, if not multiple spirits. It could be who you're living with, who you're working with, who's in the storefront, you know, whose house you're in. You name it. The energy speaks upon itself, right? And so don't let the energy that feels off when things are silent ruin the silence that you at times feel the need to, or the desire to fill up with chitter chatter or social media or conversations with people, right? The silence is meant to be your best friend. And I also feel there's something about silence speaking wonders. Silence speaks wonders. We also have Temperance here, so I feel like Spirit's saying that one of your best tools more than ever will be your patience, all right? Biting your tongue will be a mastered skill that you need to use more than ever. And it's just this feeling of you maybe feeling like you're in between, for some, a rock in a hard place, but it could be more so that you're feeling like you're at an in-between stage, right? The worst is behind you and the best is ahead, and we're here. And again, we need to celebrate because luck is on your side and spirit is more than ever on your side. Those are your messages for your daily read. I hope they were truly helpful. Love and light. Take care.